To understand the development of camera technology, Sulaiman decides to visit the museum to learn a thing or two about the camera. In the museum, he sees the world's smallest camera on display, and he wonders how this device came into existence. He finds a time machine at the museum, which he decides to use to go back in time and track the development of camera. He sets his time to the 5th century BC. When he arrives in the 5th century, he sees the earliest camera being developed, called a pinhole camera or camera obscura. He asks the inventor of this camera, how does this thing works? The inventor explains to him that the light is focused and passed through a small hole and the image is projected on the background. Sulaiman decides to take the time machine again and go to another era. This time he lands in the 18th century where he sees Johann Zahn, the guy who invented the world's first portable camera. Sulaiman asks him, how does your invention work? And Johann explains his camera uses the same principle as the pinhole camera, but he managed to shrink the camera into a portable size. Sulaiman then wonders what will he see next. He sets the time machine to another 150 years into the future and lands in 1862 France, where Nicrepron de Pace just finished developing a photographic film. Sulaiman is amazed to see his work and asks him how did he manage to do that. He explained that it is more like an accident, that when two scientists accidentally mixed two chemicals, and that's how photographic film was born, and that's how he discovered it. Using the time machine again, Sulaiman traveled to 1888 where he saw Kodak commercializing the camera technology to masses. He sees a man using the camera and asks him, "What are you doing?" The man replied, "None of your business." Disappointed, Sulaiman continued his time travel and arrived in 1948 where he saw the Polaroid camera. He asked the owner of the camera, "How does this camera work?" And she explained that you would need to insert a photographic film and capture the image. After a few seconds, the image will be automatically developed onto the film. Sulaiman wondered, this sort of technology is closer to modern day camera technology, so he decides to go back to present time and arrived back at the museum. Having seen the development of camera from all the way back in 5th century, Sulaiman took a moment to appreciate the development that has taken place over hundreds of years. He really enjoyed his time travel and learned a lot from his expedition.